Hello there guys, Wayne here from Luna's World. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today's video we are going to be doing a review of the Justflight and Black Hawk Velocity XL. What a cool looking aircraft this is, with those Canyard ailerons at the front there. Beautiful texturing on this aircraft, as you would expect from Justflight. Look at that, so glassy and crispy and beautiful. 4K, of course, PBR textures throughout, so that means it basically reacts, the reflections react to the environment, which is super cool. We also have these exhaust pipes, which do actually rattle, or not really rattle, but kind of vibrate and change color as things heat up. And then just take a look at this huge, oh look at that with the nice bloom effect there. The huge propeller on the back, absolutely stunning. And then we've got these, once again, huge wings here, both in terms of wingspan and in terms of surface area. So a pretty cool looking aircraft. This is actually a home built aircraft. It takes about 2,000 hours to build this. It comes with either the retractable gear or the fixed gear. This is the retractable one. And yeah, just beautiful. Just great amount of detail. I'm liking it. So this, we're at Lakeland Regional in Florida, because this is where this aircraft first debuted. So I thought it would be a nice little thing to check out. So cockpit wise, it's beautiful as well. Let's just open the door there. Textures are second to none. Really nice carpety textures and leather textures here. Really nice. And this kind of reminds me of like a sports car. It's like a bit like a Porsche or maybe a Ferrari. They've even animated this to cover up the whatchamacallits, which is kind of cool. Sorry, my brain, it's been a long day. And then we've also got this kind of, oh, we can hide that, but like, I wouldn't say carbon fiber, but it's kind of like a composite, maybe metal kind of thing they're going for there. So that's cool. Yeah, so all in all, really nice. We've got lights up here. Let me just come back a bit, there we go. All in all, a really nicely modeled aircraft. And yeah, like I said, you do come to expect that with Justflight. And also, you know, the companies that Justflight team up with, I do think they've got impeccable taste. Okay, a couple of cool things about this aircraft. We have a door seal, which you can inflate and deflate at cruise, just to cut down the wind sound, I guess. But yeah, I'm looking forward to flying this because Microsoft Flight Simulator introduced Canyard-based aerodynamics. I can't remember if it was in the last technical update or the previous one, but I haven't flown one since it got an update, so I'm looking forward to it. And in terms of, let me talk and start by cheating, and I'll talk at the same time. Right, actually, let's get some lights on in here. Ooh, a nice blue glow there on the glare shield. That's kind of cool. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, let's put strobes on. Pito's already on. All this stuff is already, oh, because I did an auto start, duh. Okay, right, so let's release the brake and yeah, we'll get on out. So, gonna cut up my friend here. Sorry, dude. Splat. Now the sounds on this are, the sound set is based on the 330, the extra 330. So it doesn't have a unique sound base, but what they have done is they've kind of added things on top, custom sounds to give it that custom sort of feel. I don't really have a problem with that. I have no idea what one of these things would sound like. It sounds pretty realistic to me. Now, obviously, if you've got one of these and you've built it, you know every nut and bolt and sound and everything. So that is going to be a bit of a deal breaker for you. But for me, it's cool. So one of the things I'm looking forward to trying out, in this is the stall characteristics with those canyards up front. So those canyards will stall first, and all that means is that the stall will just be a nose down, and it should be quite sedate and docile. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that checks out. All right, so we're on the runway. We are ready to do a little test flight here, but before we do, we'll have a little word from the channel sponsor. Guys, what if I told you you're using Microsoft Flight Simulator in the wrong way? Hear me out. Maybe you're new to flight simming, or maybe you have some existing knowledge. You're on the tarmac, you ramp up the throttles, away you go, you pull up, and you go from A to B. That's cool, and there's a lot of satisfaction in that. But what if there's a way for you to increase your knowledge, have fun, and really get to the depths of what this simulator can do? That's where FS Academy can help. FS Academy is the sponsor of Luna's World, and believe me, I would not let a product or a company sponsor this channel if I didn't believe in them. FS Academy supplies a series of lessons and training from within your sim. It really does feel like you've got an instructor sitting to the right of you. There are so many lessons covering so many different topics, from VFR flying to IFR flying, night flying, cross country, even flying an ILS in a tube liner. All sorts of stuff that caters for everybody's needs to increase your knowledge level and skill level to a point where you can really start to feel the immersion that this simulator has to offer. Honestly, there is no satisfaction like it, coming out of an IFR flight through the cloud, and there is the runway dead ahead. It's a beautiful feeling, and you can learn how to do that through FS Academy. Check out my review, check out the website to see what they offer. And the best thing about it is that, well, we can't all afford to take real flying lessons, and this is the next best thing. Check it out in the link below, and let's get on with the video. All right, takeoff power set. A little bit of left rudder. This thing will take off at 75 knots. There we go, rotate. Okay, positive rate. Gear up. Very nice. This thing climbs like a rocket. Yeah, this is very high powered, actually, guys. It's worth mentioning that. It also has an incredible range, 1,600 nautical miles. And this thing's got a ceiling of 25,000 feet as well. So this is not your average GA aircraft. This is definitely something with a bit of, quite a bit of performance. Top speed, operation speed is 200 knots. So yeah, this thing is pretty legit. Oh, look at the smog. Wow. We're in Florida. That's probably not smog. That's probably, does look like smog though. It's probably just, you know, humid air out here in the Florida outback, not outback, countryside, I guess. All right, this thing likes to climb. Look at that, 4,000 feet a minute, and we're at 130 or so knots. It's pretty high performance. Such a beautiful looking aircraft, isn't it? Very futuristic. And I just think she looks great in the air. There's a leg plane down below. Look at that, stunning. Almost looks like a boat. I wonder if anyone's thought of attaching some floats to it. Mind you, let's go underneath. You don't really need it, do you? Apart from those exhausts, which would cause a bit of a problem, it is like a boat. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, I like it. Huge wings. Yeah, cool stuff. Okay, right, 5,000 feet already. So let's try an uneventful stall. So we'll just come back off the throttle there. We'll keep pulling back. Ooh, it's a bit much. just raise my seating a little bit. Right, like I said, expecting a pretty docile stall here at 68 knots. There we go. And that is in full stall now. So 50 actually ended up being about 58 knots. But we stalled before then. It just took some time for it to actually realize, which is cool. Very, very stable in terms of the flight dynamics. I mean, this thing feels more like a jet than anything else. It's super, super nimble, and like I said, very, very stable feeling. And it's a nice place to be up in this cockpit. Kind of state-of-the-art, futuristic kind of feel. I like it. This would be great in VR, I think. I haven't tried it yet in VR. But yeah, so far, I'm really liking this aircraft. Doesn't she look cool? Look at that thing. That's awesome. Do a couple of steep turns here. Let's see how many G's we can pull. All right. Oh, I know what we didn't do. Now, I don't know if this is modelled. Let's just turn it on and see. Get the door seals. Oh, that's just the fuse for it. Saying the motor's on. Can we open it? I don't want to open it. It's going to crash if I do that. Okay, I don't know. I don't think this is modelled other than just turning some lights on. Might be wrong. All right, got this weird haze, haven't we? It's kind of cool. I like it. I don't often see this in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so it's nice. I like just turning the sim on and having real world weather enabled just to see what actually might happen. Now, in terms of drag, I mean, I'm hoping that just putting the gear out, which we can do now, is going to slow us down considerably. Because there are no flaps on this thing, and we've been idle for the past 10 minutes. Not really, probably the past 3 minutes. And we do have a bit of height to kill here. Look at the scenery below. It really does look amazing. More so with that layer of thin cloud. It does look good. Whoops. So cost-wise, this will set you back a very reasonable $27.99, which I think is pretty good value. Yeah, verdict so far is she handles really nicely. Feels great, and yeah, super responsive and high performance aircraft. Very interesting aircraft. Now the sounds definitely might bother some people, especially the true aviation connoisseurs. But for me, I think they've done a good job. I mean, the extra 330 is such a distinctive sound. I don't immediately feel like I'm in a 330 with the sound, so they've definitely done some tweaking. Just trimming a bit here. That's what the clicking in the background is. Yeah, really nice modelling. They've done a great job on that. All the buttons in here work, and You can also get this working with the freeware version of the GTN 750, and also the other one, which I forget, the name just escapes me right now. But it's compatible with both, which is cool. Outside air temperature here. It's nice. Alright. Let's through that bit of weird cloud now. Airspeed looking good on the center line. Little flare, and we are down. Pretty nice. Yeah, very easy to fly, very stable, as I keep saying. It really is beautiful, and it's not stable in a boring way. It's got a how can I put it? It's like a slickness to it. That's the best way I can describe it. But yeah, very, very nice. Synthetic vision as well, that's pretty awesome. Don't know why I've only just noticed that. But okay, yeah, we'll come to a stop here. Let's do that first. So, yeah, final thoughts are, I mean, a very, very well done aircraft. Like it a lot. I love the look of it. The sounds are, despite being based on another aircraft, are still worthy, I think. So I'd give that maybe like a 7 out of 10. But the aesthetic, the look, definitely a 9 out of 10. The flight dynamics, the way it feels to fly, definitely an 8 or a 9 out of 10 for sure. I mean, I haven't spent really enough time flying it, but from what I have experienced, I really, really like the feel, the stability of it, because it feels like a jet, and yet it's got that propeller on the back. It's a cool aircraft, it really is. Yeah, so the other thing to like about it is that, you know, it's even though it's classed as GA, you've got a huge range on it, 1,600 nautical miles, you've got a ceiling of 25,000 feet, and, you know, a top speed of 200 knots. So it definitely behaves more like a jet than anything else. So if you're looking for a quirky aircraft that will kind of go nicely in your hangar alongside, you know, it's kind of is a niche aircraft, I would call it, but it's super fun to fly. And I wonder what that is right there. It's interesting. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. So guys, yeah, speaking of comments, let me know your thoughts on this aircraft. If you've got it or if you're planning to get it, let me know what you think. But that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you and fly with you guys again very soon. Take care.